is Blacksburg, Virginia. ACC fans know all about Blacksburg on Virginia Tech game days.
Trying to set up the screen, sack, fumbled, scoop, score, room service, Hokies!
But there's a lot more to this historic college town. This weekend, I'm road tripping to Blacksburg, Virginia, home of Virginia Tech. College towns have a special feel.
Music to my ears.
And Blacksburg is one of the best.
It's gorgeous.
Over the next 3 days, we're gonna show you where to go.
This is the Gaucho Feast.
What to do.
It's just a world-class fishery.
And some special hidden spots.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, so let's do it.
I've got 3 days and 2 nights in Blacksburg. The original town of Blacksburg predates Virginia Tech by nearly 75 years, going all the way back to the 18th century.
And this is the oldest surviving house. It was on the verge of being torn down until a Blacksburg native came back and saved it.
I was living in California, and I was already contemplating moving back to my hometown of Blacksburg. This house was for sale, nearing a demolition, and I thought my hometown could use an old house restaurant, so that's what I did.
Fried chicken, brisket, smoked beef brisket.
There are so many really beautiful murals painted on the walls. Can you tell me about them?
Our murals were painted by my great aunt, Virginia McLaughlin.
Oh, really?
She's an accomplished painter. She's painted at George Washington's Mount Vernon. She painted at the age of 91.
No way.
That's right, 91.
We also have a really great collection of black and white photographs.
I did select historical photographs of Virginia Tech and Blacksburg. We have a photograph of the original Virginia Tech football team. For the first 20 years or so, the school colors were black and gray. Pretty quickly, they decided that they looked like inmates, and so they evolved into the Chicago maroon and burnt orange, which still stands today.
Did the historical context influence the menu that you wanted to put together for the restaurant?
Definitely. I let the old house dictate all of the details, really. And then also, I grew up eating this way myself, with traditional Southern home cooking, like fried chicken and mashed potatoes and green beans.
Might need to clear a little room, guys.
The mashed potatoes are absolutely amazing. They're maybe the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. I really like the brisket. Don't tell my parents, but this is actually a little bit better. Yeah.
My favorite thing I ate was fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
The chicken, definitely.
It always comes out really crispy and also very tender and moist inside.
People are really particular about their fried chicken. Everybody's grandma's is the best.
Yeah.
What makes this one yours so good?
Well, Jess, simplicity is everything.
Show me how to make it.
Sure. First, we'll go ahead and make it all together. Pepper in there.
Pepper goes in.
Garlic.
Garlic. Powder, not salt. Okay, and then
Just
sea
a
salt.
simple mix up. This is buttermilk. When we get our chickens whole, cut them up and quarter them, bread glass thigh wing. Put it on buttermilk overnight. Put it right in the breading. And you set it there and just cover it.
So it's fully coated.
And that's it.
Tender and juicy in the middle, crispy and perfect on the outside. That's delicious.
Blacksburg streets are filled with history. There's a reverence for the past, but often, historic preservation requires transformation. An example? The old National Bank of Blacksburg. It's now home to a different type of currency.
We deal in ice cream and chocolate.
What's not to like about Sugar Magnolia? The people here are fantastic. The ice cream is great.
You've got a charming little place right here on Main Street.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, we love being right here in the heart of Blacksburg, 1 block off of campus, and so we're easy access for students, for everybody who comes for football and basketball games. We're in a hybrid of a new building and the old National Bank of Blacksburg.
Keeping a little bit of history mixed with modern, that seems to be kind of your business model here.
We talk about having sort of the old soda fountain drugstore concept here reimagined for the modern era.
I think the combination of ice cream on one side and chocolates and then stationery on the other side of the store, it's perfect. You know, all things that you want to sit down and spend some time with.
So this has really become a community gathering space.
Yeah, absolutely.
What makes your ice cream so delicious?
We source it through a small batch creamery. I'll tell you, it's the best ice cream you've ever had in your life. I would get the espresso chocolate chip, the coffee ice cream made with chocolate milk milkshake.
So rich and it's creamy ice cream. What's more fun than that? And it's delicious.
Whenever I go anywhere, I like to check out the place before I check in. Get to know the lay of the land.
When I was looking for a place to stay, I found a beautiful property just about 20 minutes outside of Blacksburg. The clincher and the best part for me, it comes with a winery.
When we walked onto this property, we just said, wow, this is unbelievable. When we bought it, the place was completely run down. There was a 1880 farmhouse. There were some beautiful elements to the house that we loved. I've always looked at this farm as actually being my palette. I could actually paint new things, and together we would dream about what would be here and how to make this absolutely spectacular.
And continue to dream.
Can you guys tell me a little bit more about the inn?
Absolutely. Well, this is the Manor House at Belleville Farm, our bed and breakfast. And we have 5 really romantic bedrooms here. Some of them have air jet tubs. They all have their own fireplace.
So this is really a destination.
Absolutely.
The loudest thing around here are the birds.
As we created the bed and breakfast, we decided to make it sort of a French country inn kind of a feel. The bedrooms all have French names, the chocolat and the fleur de lis.
We also brought a little bit of Grasse, France, with our lavender. We have put lavender fields in for her, and they have done wonderfully for us.
What inspired you to start a bed and breakfast and a winery?
We bought the property specifically to make a winery because of the beautiful hills and the beautiful site for the wines.
So everything starts with wine.
It does always.
It's a great place to start.
We're a high mountain winery. We grow a wide variety of fruit, which lets us make styles across the board.
So I heard that there is the possibility that you could come here and stomp grapes. Is that true?
Absolutely. We have one day a year around harvest where we bring in some grapes, we set up a big giant bin, we fill it up, and you can get in there and get as down and dirty with the grapes as you want. Why don't I pour you some wine?
Exactly what I was thinking.
This is our Vidal Blanc. It is crisp, refreshing, easy to drink.
Oh, it's delicious. It's really light and crisp, like you said.
So we try to have wines that speak to everybody. So I'm glad this wine speaks to you.
It's definitely talking to me. Music to my ears.
This is our Merlot. It's pretty cool here. It's not really hot. We don't get those 100-degree, 110-degree days. So our reds develop this really nice, light fruitiness to them that you just don't get in a lot of places.
So good. What a perfect way to end my first day in Blacksburg.
Fishing, canoeing, kayaking, mountain biking.
Meat, 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 more meat, and a little more meat.
Welcome back to 3-Day Weekend in Blacksburg, Virginia. I'm Jess Roy. I picked a destination B&B and winery 20 miles outside of town. The Belleville Farm sits on 165 acres and feels like a getaway retreat.
Belleville Farm, when people come out here, they don't realize that there's this type of scenery just miles from Virginia Tech.
My morning starts with a hike at Belleville.
What do you teach at Virginia Tech?
So I'm in the Department of Building Construction.
You're in the business of building.
That's it.
And it's very clear to see that you know what you're doing.
Well, I'm having a great time doing it. So we have 165 acres, and this is the view.
It's gorgeous. What kind of lavender is this?
This is Provence.
I'm sensing a French connection here.
It is.
How hard is it to grow Provence lavender?
Oh, it's actually very easy here. This is probably our best field.
Most people know about lavender for scents and smells, but they don't know that you can cook with it.
Yeah, but my wife does. She knows exactly what to do with it.
We're gonna make a blueberry crisp. It's a perfect thing to make with lavender because lavender and blueberries and lemon love each other. This is lavender that's been harvested, my culinary grade early harvest. I take this and I just crumble all these buds off. And then blueberries, some lemon rind in there, streusel topping. Ready to go in the oven. Whipped cream. That's the blueberry crisp with lavender whipped cream.
Blacksburg is a gateway to the outdoors. There are the Blue Ridge Mountains, and there's the New River.
You can be in downtown Blacksburg, jump in your car and be here on the water in less than 20 minutes. It's just a world-class fishery. We have 3 state records that have come from the New River: smallmouth, muskie, and walleye. Whether you're fishing, canoeing, kayaking, mountain biking, it's just a phenomenal place to hang out.
Fresh ingredients are everywhere in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Locally grown is on full display at the Blacksburg Farmers Market.
This place is great. We get somewhere in the neighborhood of 50,000 visitors annually.
Being able to stand and talk to the person who either made the product, it's really special.
I like to know where things came from, and I like supporting the people who do it.
We want this to be kind of a one-stop shop for all products. We actually make sandwiches here.
Lattes and coffee and iced tea.
Candles.
Sourdough baguette cheese sticks.
Come with a shopping bag and some cash.
My name's Chris Saunders, but everyone in town knows me as Dr. Moon. I like the ability to just stop and speak to people. When you're performing on a stage, you're separated, and on the street, you're actually with each other. Smile therapy is the reason I wear this hat, because when you look at it, you have to smile. And when you smile, I smile, and we keep smiling back and forth, and I think that does us all a lot of good.
Gaucho Brazilian Grill is owned and run by husband and wife team Kiko Azevedo and Isabel Fonseca. Kiko believes the key to his restaurant is the last word in its name.
The grill is the heart of Brazilian cuisine.
Excellent grilling.
What does gaucho mean?
Gaucho is kind of like vaquero or cowboy down in the plains and the Pampas regions of South America.
We get the smoky flavor from the wood, but just the real smoke, not the carbon monoxide.
So no chemical flavor, just the real wood smoke flavor.
Exactly like that. So many restaurants Americanizing their food to attract more people to their business. We try to be as much authentic as we can be.
The flavors are very authentic. They taste a lot like the flavors that I had when I was living in Brazil. This is our favorite restaurant in Blacksburg.
What kind of wood do you use?
We use local wood. It has to be hardwood. So my preference is the oak, red and white.
Picanha is a traditional cut from Brazil. In Brazil, perhaps picanha is even more famous than a filet mignon. It's awesome for the grill.
Here is the picanha steak. I suggest around medium rare. slice the picanha. So we add the picanha inside the bread bowl. We have our caulizola sauce made with gorgonzola cheese and cauliflower. This is our gaucho mall.
Tell me about the decor.
We decided to make a very Brazilian style, something colorful that remind, Brazil, the way that we live there.
I'm skewering chicken hearts. Coração.
Coração?
Coração, yeah.
De pollo.
De pollo, that's right.
What do chicken hearts taste like?
Tastes like chicken.
The way that we build the gaucho feast is with the ribeye steak, the picanha, chicken thigh, pork chops, campero sausage, the kielbasa sausage, and the cheesy sausage, and put on top the chicken hearts. And
The finishing touch?
this is the gaucho feast.
Meat, 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 more meat, and a little more meat.
Top of the Stairs, or TOTS as it's known by the locals, is a short walk from campus. It's a Virginia Tech favorite since the 1970s and a great way to wind down on a Saturday night.
I think what really keeps people coming back to Top of the Stairs is the history that we have, the Hokie Nation flag out on the deck, and our famous drink, the rail. The rail is just a mixture of every bit of the liquor on the rail. One of the main things we have to focus on when making the rail is speed. There's a lot of liquors to go in the cup. We put vodka, rum, gin, triple sec, bourbon, and whiskey, as well as a mixture of all the juices and sodas. With everything that goes into it, speed can be very important.
One final day in my 3-day weekend in Blacksburg. Horses.
There's almost 500 acres here.
Hokies. I don't need to be scared, right? And hops.
That's an oyster sour.
An oyster sour?
Yes.
I don't know about that name. My last day in Blacksburg starts on Virginia Tech's campus. As it should. It sits right in the heart of downtown Blacksburg, just off Main Street. One question a lot of people ask about Virginia Tech relates to their mascot. They are the Virginia Tech Hokies. Well, what's a Hokie?
The actual term Hokie, it derived from an old school cheer. The original mascot was an actual turkey on a leash. Floyd Meade brought his turkey to an early Virginia Tech football game. Allegedly, he taught it to gobble on command. The current Hokie bird is an evolution of that.
Believe it or not, I'm still on campus. This is Gobbler's Rest. I feel like I'm walking into something really scary right now. Every Thanksgiving, the president pardons 2 turkeys. For the past 4 years, they've retired here at Virginia Tech's Gobbler's Rest. This year's turkeys were named Bread and Butter. Can we let them out?
Yeah, sure, we can let them out.
I don't need to be scared, right?
No.
Come on out. You're safe, you're pardoned. Do turkeys have ears?
Yes, they do, and those are the white structures right here.
So that's actually a turkey ear. Hi, are you being shy?
They're actually showing off now. They're strutting and they fluff their feather like that and just showing off.
Oh, showing off. How do you know which one's which?
As much as I'd like to tell you I speak turkey, I don't. One has a black spot on its back.
Hi, can I touch your head?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, you're soft. A little head massage? Okay. They kind of just wobble around, wobbling and gobbling.
Continuing on the rescued animal theme, just about 15 miles from campus, there's a different kind of animal haven.
Winterfrost Farm is dedicated to saving horses.
Tell me about your Ride a Rescue program.
We open it to the public to be able to come out and do trail rides. There's almost 500 acres here, so there's plenty of things to ride and do. All the money that comes in for that ride goes right back to the rescues.
What inspired you to do this?
When I was growing up, my mom got 2 rescue horses who were really pretty rough. One was super duper skinny, like so skinny we weren't certain we could recover her. Working with her, growing up and like seeing the transformation that she had was just really inspiring.
Would it be possible for me to go for a ride?
Absolutely.
You have really loved these horses back to life.
Yes, and it's not just me. Like there have been, I mean, like there's no way this wouldn't be possible if we didn't have all the amazing volunteers and all the different help.
Lade Road Growing is a totally different farm. One that's appropriate for a weekend in a college town. This farm serves beer.
Tell me a little bit about this place.
A simple way to say it, I guess, would be like it's Blacksburg's farm. Glade Road Growing is the farm. We have Tabula Rasa, which is the table on farm kitchen, and Rising Silo Brewery.
So 3 places, all in one property, feeding each other and feeding the community.
Yeah, we're like a mile outside of town, and amazingly enough, like in just a mile, you're like very much in nature and you're experiencing a farm on multiple levels.
We try to grow a lot of fresh-eating vegetables. So anything that's salad-friendly. So you've got the carrots, the lettuces, the radishes, tomatoes, peppers. But our goal is to sell fresh stuff every week.
So how do you put the farm into your beer?
So we have a few farm and forage beers. We also have produce-based beers. And then what we're really excited about this time of year is the carrot ginger saison.
So the ginger and the carrots for your beer were farmed on site.
Right. We're actually fermenting these things. So the carrots, for example, they're being processed down. We're cooking them down. We're breaking down sugars to be able to ferment. And then the flavor is actually going to be more realistic. It's not just sweet like carrot cake. It's actually like, oh, this tastes like carrot.
So is that a carrot in your pocket?
Oh my God.
Or...
Yeah, right? Yeah. So one of the coolest things ever about what I get to do here is, since I work on a farm, you can literally have this experience of pulling this out of the ground and putting it straight into your mouth. It sounds dirty, it is a little dirty, but it is the most real experience ever, and a lot of people don't get to experience that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alyssa.
So tell me what we've got here.
We have the Gaucho Ilex Lager.
I was just at Gaucho.
Yeah, so actually that was a collaboration beer with Kiko over at Gaucho. He came to us and he really wanted to integrate yerba mate into a beer. So we worked together to develop this yerba mate Pilsner, which is kind of an unheard of beer. And it's a tea-infused beer. Here you have the Tree Rider IPA. So that's going to be pretty effervescent, hoppiness, hoppy aroma, some citrus.
What's this one?
So that is a new one that's an oyster sour.
An oyster
saison.
sour?
Yes, it's actually just oyster shells in the boil. And so you extract some flavor from the actual shell. You know, you get some salty kind of brininess to it.
You can taste almost the minerality from the shells too. Nice. And what's this one?
Thunder Snow Stout is a vanilla oatmeal coffee stout, so it does have a lot going on.
So good. Super fresh, super local, farm on
So this is
table.
going to be like a lunch, mid-lunch.
That's your snack for later.
Snack, yes.
I can't believe it, but it's the end of my 3-day weekend.
So what did you think of Blacksburg?
I loved it. I had a great time. There's so much to do, both indoors and outdoors. There's a little bit of everything, something for everybody.
Yeah, it's an awesome place. Cheers.
Gaze into these baby blues.
Yeah.
Just a little dust up.
A little dust up.
It's a normal day on the farm.